What's up YouTube, it's your boy NaughtyNev and today we have a Ryzeal versus Cyber Dragon replay. So before we head into the video, I would appreciate it if you guys hit the subscribe button and hit the like if you do enjoy this video, and let me know if you're enjoying the content and what else I can do to provide you with more awesome content. Alright, now hopping into the video, we are going up against Ryzeal and we decide to go second. So in the opening hand, our opponent has Imperm, Tract, Talons, Extra Ryzeal, and for Wallows. In our hand, we have Durasworm, for Wallows, Forbidden Droplet, Lurie, and Phantasme. Obviously, Phantasme isn't great against Ryzeal, but at this point in time, I was main decking Phantasme, so hence why it is in the hand. Okay, so opponent enters main phase, they will activate Fiendsmith Tract, add in Lurie, discard Lurie. Lurie will special summon itself, and then my opponent will link summon into Requiem. And here I decide to chain for Wallace, and luckily it goes resolved. Opponent does not have an Ash. So summons Lacrima, we draw into Core. Lacrima will send Fiendsmith Paradise. Now our opponent will normal summon Ext and Ext effect to search, getting Sword to their hand. Opponent will activate Talons to look at our hand, and here I decided that maybe before our opponent looks at the hand, and maybe I think this is what's happened. Yes, so I decided to use Durasworm early, probably to banish the Requiem. I think that was the plan. So yes, activate Durasworm and we will banish the Requiem. And our opponent looks at the hand, and yes, opponent thought he can't shuffle anymore, but he still gets to shuffle. So our opponent decides to shuffle back to Lurie. I thought it would be Cyber Dragon Core, but I guess not. Maybe not to access the Fiendsmith plays. So continuing, our opponent will set the Imperm, and now they will special summon Sword. Sword special summons and searches Ice Ryzeal. Our opponent then enters the end phase and ends his turn because I guess he doesn't want us to draw any more cards off for Wallows. So now we start our turn and we draw into Lacrima. Like, this is just unfortunate. We have two normal summons in our hand. That's very unfortunate. Would prefer if that was a Tract or Engraver at least, but alright, let's see what we can do. So enter main phase, and now I had to choose between Cyber Dragon Core or Lacrima, but I decided maybe I should just go with Lacrima. Core might get negated. I don't know what's in his hand, and maybe the set card is an Imperm. Sure, I do have Forbidden Droplet, but also I do need Cyber Dragon Core to stay on the field to link summon into Cyber Dragon Sieger for the Power Bond OTK combo. So Cyber Dragon Core was not the play. Instead, I summoned Lacrima, and now we're starting our Fiendsmith plays. Lacrima will discard Engraver. We then link summon into Requiem. Requiem effect to summon the Engraver from our deck, as we have a Engraver in our graveyard now to reborn itself. So we activate Engraver. Sorry. I think here actually I can't remember. Maybe I just decided to get rid of a body first. But I think here I did go into the rank 6 play. Yeah, so I used the equip effect to send Sword and Requiem to grave just to get rid of a level 4 body on my opponent's field. And then we use Engraver in our grave to reborn itself. And now here I decide to go into the rank 6. I don't go into Fiendsmith Desiree because more of his monsters special summon themselves or activate an effect to special summon. So I thought maybe Wave Hiking Caesar is the play to, well, the move to make, sorry. So so our opponent decides to activate Fiendsmith Paradise. Since I special summoned a monster, they send Fiendsmith Desiree. Fiendsmith Desiree effect, and our opponent chooses Durasworm. I don't know why they didn't choose Wave Hiking Caesar, but okay, they choose Durasworm, and so Durasworm effect will trigger. I decide to send Lacrima to grave. The Requiem is already banished, so Lacrima isn't a threat right now. So yeah, enter battle phase, we attack over the X Ryzeal, and then in main phase 2, I set Droplet and I pass. Opponent draws into Nibiru. They enter main phase, they special summon Ice Ryzeal from the hand, and let me see if this is correct. Yeah, opponent did not activate Ice Ryzeal effect. I am not sure why. Not sure why. I guess opponent did not want to cut off his options to to link summon, maybe for the Fiendsmith stuff, because they don't want to get locked into rank 4s. So yeah, they special summon Ice, and now they normal summon for Wallace. So if I'm here, they just go straight into Duo Drive. Duo Drive effect on summon to attach, and then our opponent activates the effect to search for 2 Ryzeal cards, and we chain Forbidden Droplet, sending our Phantasme, because Phantasme isn't going to help us, and we negate Duo Drive. Opponent then proceeds to the end phase. They can't attack over Wave High King because Forbidden Droplet halved Duo Drive's attack. So we draw into Engraver for our turn. So here, obviously, the standard play. We're going to use all our effects and leave our Cyber Dragon play for last. So we start with Engraver. It's also the best move to make right now. Engraver will search us tracked. We normal summon Core. Trying to understand why. I'm not sure what was the play. Oh, I think the play here was I needed a spell in hand for the Powerbound OTK. So I guess I took the risk, normal summon Core, and then we see what happens. Do I get interrupted? Because our opponent does have a set card. So I think that was the play. We took a gamble. Tracked is the only spell in our hand, and we want to see if we can go for the Powerbound OTK. But unfortunately not. Obviously, Cyber Dragon Core gets impermed. That is like the whole purpose of Core. Just get negated. Like, it can just never go unresolved. Sorry. So it got negated, and yes, we start our Fiendsmith plays. That confirmed for us. The negate has been removed. So we start our Fiendsmith plays. Add Lui, discard Lui, link summon into Requiem, Requiem effect, and then we will summon oh, actually I'm mistaken. So 2 of our engravers are already attached to Wave High King Caesar, and Lacrima is engraved, so we have no targets for Requiem. So instead, I just go Engraver effect to reborn itself, shuffle back to Lui, and then I perform a link summon into sequence, and then, well, our opponent is in a losing position, so they just scoop from here. Now our opponent is going first, and we are going second. Alright, so in our opponent's opening hand, they have Solemn Judgment, Nibiru, Talents, Bell, and Ash Blossom. They have no Ryzeal plays. That is very unfortunate. In our hand, we have Droplet, Core, Ash Blossom, Tracked, and Lacrima. So this first 4 cards right here, pretty good. Lacrima, like, why? Cannot be another card besides the Fiendsmith stuff that we already have tracked. But, you know, can't complain. It's a pretty good hand, decent hand. So, opponent enters main phase, but they can't do anything. So, unfortunately, they set the judgment and they pass. We start our turn, and we draw into Bestial Magna? Oh my gosh, guys, sorry. Magna. Bestial Mag, there we go. Alright. So, we activate Tracked, add Lui, discard Lui, and our opponent's thinking here, I think here they used the Bell. Yes. So, they activated Bell. Lui will not be able to special summon itself from the grave. And so here, I'm pretty sure, yes. So, we didn't go with Core again because the idea was if they passed on nothing, they set a card and now they have Bell in their hand, as we just saw. It means they have hand traps. So I was like, okay, cool. Core is not going to go resolving. So let's just do something else. Normal summon Lacrima. But then on the summon, our opponent Solemn Judgment the Lacrima summon. I think they can do this. I think they can. Correct me if this is wrong, but I think they can. So the summon of Lacrima gets negated, which is very unfortunate. So all we can do is set droplet and pass. So opponent starts and they draw into a second talent. Still no Ryzeal plays. Gosh, that is unfortunate. And so they just end their turn. So we draw into a second droplet, and now we normal summon Core effect. Core gets ashed, of course, that is how it is. And now here I wanted to see what I could do, put an extra body on the field because I can't just leave Core there. And I can use Mag to search for Jerusalem, which is another disruption. So I decide to make the play to summon Mag by banishing my own Lurie, because our opponent does not have any lights or darks, and I didn't want to get rid of Lacrima. Obviously I need it for the Fiendsmith stuff, so I decided just to get rid of Lurie. Special summon Mag effect to search in the end phase. I enter battle phase, attack for 2900, and then here I decide to just link summon into SP and pass. That is the play. So in the end phase we get our search for Jerusalem. Opponent draws into Thrust. Again, no Ryzeal cards. And then here our opponent just scoops, and yes, Cyber Dragon takes the victory, guys. Alright, let me just quickly show you the deck list that I did use for this replay. Okay guys, so this is the deck list for the deck I just played in the replay, as you have seen. So 3 Ash Blossom, 2 Jerusalem, 1 Mag, 1 Cyber Dragon, 3 Cyber Dragon Core, 1 Nashter, 1 Cyber Dark Chimera. So the cyber engine has stayed the same. I haven't really made any changes. Then we have the 1 Lurie, the 3 Phantasme. Going forth, I will actually just put this in the side deck. And I was thinking of maybe just putting Kaijus. Yeah, I might just put maybe just 2 Kaijus, and the third card I'll see what it can be. And then we have 3 Engravers, 1 Lacrima, 3 Fualos, 3 Cyber Emergency, 1 Cyber Dark Realm, 2 Fiendsmith Tract, 3 Forbidden Droplet, 2 Power Bonds, 1 Talent, 2 Thrust, 3 Ultimate Slayer, 1 Fiendsmith Paradise, and 3 Imperms. And yes, side deck has relatively stayed the same. The 3 Lanciers, 3 Droll, 3 Nibiru's, 2 Cosmics, 1 Hoppy's Feather Duster, and 3 Dimensional Barrier. And yes, if you have seen the previous videos, as you can see, I am playing 2 Requiem because people do love going after Requiem. It's a good idea, go after the Requiem, and most people only play 1, but I do need the Fiendsmith plays for the grind. So I decided to play a second one. We kept Typhon in the extra deck as well. And this has never came up, but you know, against Ryzeal, but it's there just in case I don't have another Xyz to send off Aggregator, or I can just special summon Typhon. Okay guys, so this is the list. I may make just a few changes about taking out the Phantasma and rather putting it in the side deck. Otherwise guys, that is the replay, and that brings us to the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, hit the subscribe button, leave a like and a comment, and till the next video guys, Naughty Nev signing out. Peace.